السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Assalamu alaikum everybody. So for my first YouTube video, I chose to do a Q&A so that you guys can get to know me better. And I told you guys to ask me questions on my Instagram, and I picked the ones that people are asking the most, like about my family's reaction to me converting and just the most asked questions that I get. So yeah, let's get into answering those questions. Okay, so the first question is, what made you want to convert to Islam and how did you get interested? So I got interested because I moved to my new school, or it's not a new school anymore. My school that I go to now, and I met my best friend there, the one I took my shahada with, the one who's taught me everything. I met her there. She was my first Muslim friend. And so she introduced me to Islam. She didn't ever tell me anything about it. I was the one who actually asked her because I loved how the hijab looked on her so much, and like all of her sisters and every Muslim girl that went to her school, I really loved how it looked on them. So I would ask her about Islam, and then she gave me the Quran, which is there, it's right there. So I read that, and then I did my own research, and yeah, it just took me months of research to do and really to decide if I wanted to accept Islam or not. And yeah, so like a little over 6 months after I met her, well, I knew her for longer than that, but a little bit 6 months after I started researching Islam, I finally accepted it. And now, yeah, she was the whole reason why I got interested, because I asked her questions that I had about Islam, and she would answer any questions that I had, and I'm really grateful for her. The question is, how did your parents take it when I reverted to Islam, and how did they react to my hijab? So, to be honest, I didn't really tell them. I just kind of would wear the hijab like all the time, but I'd take it off like when my parents were around. And then my mom knew because I posted about it on social media. Okay, so my mom knew about my hijab because I posted about it on social media, and I would buy them from AliExpress, and she would always be like, why are you buying those when you're not Muslim? And then yeah, I just kept wearing it. She didn't really mean it like in a bad way, but you know, she didn't know yet, so she would say like, why are you buying those? You're not Muslim. And so yeah, I would wear it out with my friends. I wore it for like 3 months, and then I took it off when I graduated high school. So yeah, my parents' reaction, they really don't care. And to my hijab, I wore my hijab so many times around them now that they don't care. I wore it for a long time to get them used to it, and now I don't get comments or anything. My mom is very supportive. Okay, and then next question is, what is the thing you appreciate most when you reverted to Islam? So the thing I appreciate most would probably be all the support that I get from TikTok, and also my mom's support, because I was really scared at first, like, to tell anybody. I wouldn't even tell like my cousins or anything, like anybody who I'm close to, I didn't tell them. So yeah, I'm really appreciative and really grateful for all the support I've gotten. Is your family Muslim? No, inshallah they'll convert as well, but yeah, I'm the only one. Next is, what are people's reactions around you for the hijab, and how do they treat you? So I haven't really been out of the house because of the coronavirus, so I don't really know. My family is cool with it. Like I've said, I went to it out a couple times, and last year when I wore it for the 3 months, I really cared about what people thought of me when I went out. But now, if anybody stares, I really don't care, you know, because I'm not going to assume that they're looking at me for something bad. I just don't care anymore. I'm doing it for myself and for Allah, and not for, you know, to impress anybody, or, you know, I just don't care about the people's opinions. And then the next question is, do you think you're good at balancing social media in real life? Okay, so social media is kind of like a side thing for me because I've been in school for this entire time, but I'm graduating this summer, alhamdulillah, and quarantine has made it easy doing social media because I'm stuck in the house all day and I don't have anything else to do. So yeah, it's pretty easy. I think when I start my new school, it may be kind of harder for me, but no, it's not hard. Any tips for people wanting to convert? So tips that I would have would be to not care what people say and just do it for yourself and know the reason why you're wanting to convert. Yeah, just don't be scared. Even if your family doesn't support you, you know Allah is always there for you. And yeah, I was very scared at first, so I know how it is. Question is, how old are you and where are you from? So I'm 18, my birthday's in September. I'm from Michigan. I used to live around the Dearborn area when I was younger, but I don't anymore. Yeah, from Michigan. How did you learn to pray? Okay, so to learn how to pray, I watched these children's videos on YouTube. They're called Zaki. How to learn with Zaki, I think. I can link it down below, but that's how I learned how to pray, and I learned how to pray within like 1 to 2 weeks. So it was very easy for me, alhamdulillah. And then, what prompted you to put on the hijab? So, as I said, I've always been interested in wearing the hijab ever since I got interested in Islam 1 year ago. Yeah, I've just always found it beautiful on women, and I like the concept of only showing your beauty to the people who are close to you. And I don't know, I feel stronger with my hijab on. I've honestly always felt that way. I've just been very scared to wear it full time. So yeah, I just really liked how it looks on women, and then the concept of it I really love. How long have you been Muslim? Okay, so I've been interested in for a year. I've been interested in Islam for a year, and I took my shahada January 31st, so it's only been a couple months. Oh, and I've only been wearing the hijab for like a week. So yeah. And the last question is, what do you love about wearing the hijab? So honestly, it feels like a crown to me because I'm very proud of it. Like I don't know, it's my favorite part about myself. But besides accepting Islam, it's my favorite part about myself because it makes me feel stronger, and it shows that I was strong enough to face my fears with the help of Allah and put it on full time, even though I was terrified of what my parents would think. But yeah, alhamdulillah, it has gotten really easy over time. It will get easy for any convert, inshallah. But yeah, the hijab just makes me feel strong. Like it literally feels like a crown to put it on every day when I go out. And yeah, I can just hide my beauty from people who are not close to me, and it makes me closer to Allah and really shows my faith. Like this really stands out and says I'm Muslim. So I'm very proud to be wearing my hijab. Those are all the questions I'm going to answer today. If you have any more questions, just ask them down below and I'll try my best to answer them. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and Ramadan Mubarak.